The shocking reality check. Cold open. No music, just the raw, unfiltered sound of the street. A pair of shoes scrape against rough pavement, a sound that feels too loud in the quiet of the night. A sodium streetlight flickers overhead, casting long, dancing shadows that hide as much as they reveal. This isn't a dojo. This isn't a controlled environment. This is the proving ground where theory meets a brutal, unforgiving reality. Every sound, every flicker of light is a variable you can't control. If this hits home, tap like to support. The camera is tight, shaky, breathing is loud, ragged. You can feel the adrenaline dump, the metallic taste of fear in the air. Two thugs circle, their movements a predator's dance. They're closing the distance, testing reactions, looking for an opening. The space is constricting. The walls of the alley feel like they're pressing in. There's no referee to call a timeout, no corner to retreat to. There is only the immediate, escalating threat. One man, focused, composed, hands up, stance clean, a trained BJJ practitioner. You can see it in the posture, the way he carries his weight, calm, calculated. He's running through his techniques, his mind sorting through a library of moves honed on the mats. He believes he has the answer. He's been in this position 1,000 times in training, feeling the familiar pressure, working the angles. He feels prepared. He feels ready. The other is erratic, aggressive. His movements are jagged, unpredictable. He isn't playing by any rules because he doesn't know any. His operating system is pure violence, fueled by adrenaline and malicious intent. There's no feint, no setup, just a sudden, explosive shove. They collide. The trained fighter is forced to react, his game plan instantly shattered by the raw, unscripted chaos of a real assault. The BJJ fighter reacts on instinct. He drops, pulls guard. It's a deeply ingrained muscle memory, a response drilled into him over countless hours. For a split second, it looks smooth, controlled, familiar. In the gym, this is a dominant position, the beginning of a sequence that ends in a submission. He's bringing the fight to his world, his area of expertise. He feels the opponent's weight, the legs wrap. It feels right. Then, crack. His head slams into the concrete. The sound is sickening, hollow, final. It's a sound that no amount of mat time can prepare you for. It's the sound of bone meeting stone, the sound of a critical system failure. The fight, for all intents and purposes, could end right here. Everything pauses. His vision blurs, swimming in and out of focus. The world tilts sideways. The brain, rattled inside his skull, struggles to reboot. The pain is a white-hot flash, followed by a dull, throbbing disorientation. The plan is gone. The technique is gone. There is only the impact and its immediate, devastating aftermath. That clean gym technique just turned into chaos. His legs are wrapped, but his hands, hesitating now, feel the sharp bite of gravel, the uneven ground digging into his skin. This isn't a smooth, forgiving surface. It's an abrasive weapon, working against him with every micro-adjustment. His guard, meant to be a shield, has become a trap, pinning him to this brutal surface. The opponent does not disengage. He doesn't try to pass the guard. He doesn't know what a guard is. He just sees a target on the ground. He rains punches down, wild, heavy, uncontrolled blows powered by gravity and rage. The BJJ fighter tries to adjust, tries to play the position, but his base is gone. His hips are immobilized. His head is a stationary target. There is no mat. There is no cushion. There is no give. Every desperate movement to escape or improve his position grinds his skull against the concrete, risking another impact, another moment of unconsciousness. The ground itself has become a second opponent, one that is relentless and unforgiving. Then the situation deteriorates further. Shadows detach from the walls. One, two more figures closing in. The camera pulls back slightly, revealing the tactical nightmare. The one-on-one encounter he trained for has just become a one-versus-many ambush. His decision to go to the ground didn't just fail him, it invited a catastrophe. He is still on his back, still stuck, still trying to work a technique that is fundamentally broken in this context. But this is not training anymore, this is survival. And from the ground, surrounded with his mobility and vision compromised, his chances are plummeting with every passing second. Kicks land from the periphery. He can't defend what he can't see. Cut it black. Silence. Then the voice drops in, low, controlled, almost cold. The gym lies to you, not with malicious intent, but through omission. It builds habits for a sport, with rules and a soft floor. Pulling guard feels like a tactical reset, a way to regain control, but on the street, it is a death sentence. It is a voluntary surrender of mobility, awareness, and the fundamental ability to escape. It is strategic suicide. Quick flashes, that's all you get. Not a clean refereed exchange, but a chaotic storm of sensory overload. The world doesn't slow down for you. It accelerates into a blur of motion and impact, where every split-second decision carries immense weight. You see his head bouncing again off the concrete. It's not a padded mat designed for safety. It's an unforgiving slab of aggregate and stone, a surface that doesn't absorb force, but multiplies it, sending shockwaves through the skull. A second attacker, a ghost from your peripheral vision, steps into frame. The fight is no longer a duel. It has become a hunt. Hands are grabbing, dragging you across the ground. Your control of movement is gone. You're being repositioned not by your own skill, but by their intent, towards a curb, an alley wall, or away from any possible escape route. The second your back hits that jagged concrete, you did not take control. You gave it all away. A boot steps into frame near his head. There are no mats here, no rules, no referee to stop the fight, just the unforgiving ground, and one attacker turning into two, then three. The equation of survival has changed, and the odds are collapsing against you. A final shot, his dazed eyes blinking, trying to process what just happened. The brain is reeling, fighting to make sense of the trauma and the sudden, terrifying shift in reality. Your sport instincts will not save you here. They will betray you. That safe bottom position, the guard you've drilled 1,000 times, is not technique on the street. It's strategic suicide. It's an invitation for stomps, for multiple attackers, for a catastrophic end to a fight you were never prepared for. In the world of real violence, a single mistake, a single moment on your back can cost you everything. The concrete trap, analyzing why the friction and impact of pavement turn a tactical guard into a self-inflicted medical emergency. Discussing the immediate loss of mobility when the back contacts jagged, unforgiving urban surfaces. Transitioning from the physical environment to the hidden threat of secondary participants. The multi-attacker equation. Examining how pulling guard creates a static target for a second aggressor's soccer kick or stomp. Highlighting the critical lack of peripheral vision and exit routes once you are anchored to a single opponent on the ground. Shifting the focus from external threats to the high-velocity impact of the takedown itself. Kinetic trauma and the impact gap. Explaining why landing on asphalt without the shock absorption of high-density foam leads to instant disorientation. Debunking the myth that rolling through works when hitting curbs, glass, or debris during a voluntary transition. Moving from the physics of the fall to the psychological shift required for real-world dominance. The survival mandate for verticality, prioritizing the stay standing directive to maintain the ability to disengage or strike with full body weight. Evaluating the biomechanical advantage of staying upright to utilize head movement and environmental scanning. Connecting the need for verticality to the specific technical adjustments needed for modern self-defense. Evolving beyond the sport delusion. Reclaiming aggressive top-pressure wrestling as the primary tool for ending encounters quickly and safely. Integrating anti-guard strategies that prioritize immediate stand-ups over chasing sport-style submissions. Finalizing the blueprint for a defensive system that respects the lethality of the street over the rules of the mat. Conclusion, the gap. We cut back in from black, but this time it is quiet. The echoes of chaos have faded. There is no impact, no shouting, just the low hum of a city waking up around you. You are standing, alone. The voice returns, not with alarm, but with a cold, hard clarity. Out there on the unforgiving pavement, you do not get rounds timed by a clock. You do not get to tap out and reset the position. And you absolutely do not get second chances. Every action has a permanent consequence. There is no referee to save you, only the unblinking reality of your decisions. Everything you just witnessed, that is the gap. It is the vast, dangerous chasm between what works on the padded mats of a gym and what keeps you alive on concrete. This gap is not just physical, it is psychological. It is the difference between a controlled role with a trusted partner and a violent, unpredictable encounter where the rules are non-existent. It is the space where your sport-honed instincts can become your most fatal liability. In this context, Guard pulling is not just a bad option. It is a willing surrender of your most critical assets. It is a commitment to the ground where your mobility is instantly crippled, a commitment to tunnel vision, focusing on one threat while ignoring the boot of a second or third attacker. You are betting your life on a perfect scenario, betting that no one else steps in, that no weapon is introduced, and that nothing goes wrong. That is not strategy. That is a gamble with the worst possible odds. The street does not reward the comfort of your favorite position. It punishes hesitation. It brutally exposes the habits you never questioned in the safety of the dojo. So if your entire game, your first instinct under pressure starts with going to the ground, you have already lost the most important advantage you had before the fight even began. Your ability to disengage, your ability to escape, your ability to leave. This is the shift. Stay on your feet, control the distance, end the threat, or disengage. No chasing positions, no playing guard, no assuming it is one-on-one, because real violence is fast, messy, and unfair. And the only that survives is the one that respects that reality from the start. Final beat. Let it land. Train for the environment you might actually face, or accept the consequences of training for one that does not exist. Fade to black. Then one last line, cold and simple. Adapt or get caught underneath it. Settings. Make the background music tension turning into consequences, not just generic fight music.